Hello everybody and welcome back to ETS Reacts, and today we're back with Nippon Sangoku, episode 8, Dragon versus Tiger. Last episode we were mainly in Sei, right, in Kanzawa, and there we had the young Tarya, the right general border of the Borderlands, Sugo. We had the left general of the Borderlands who was kind of sitting outside of Kanzawa, and the whole point was to keep Yamato's army within Kanzawa because Wajima was marching down into Yamato to take over Yamato land while the main force of Yamato army was up in Sei. So that was the goal, and then Nago really effed it up because he tried to get greedy. He got a letter from Wajima that was handwritten, and he was like, "Oh, I love Wajima so much. I haven't done anything other than getting whipped. But that was your goal of this war. Your goal was to do this," and he couldn't help himself, and so he tried to do a sneak attack and assassinate all the Yamato army in one night. And he screwed up because the Yamato army completely destroyed Sei, and now they know it's a trap and they're going to come back down and basically pinch Wajima in. And the other cool thing from last episode was seeing young Tarya and the right general of the Borderlands, Sugo, come together and kind of have this like father-son protection. And it was really cute because young Tarya's just been like the old Tarya, and now it seems like, maybe he can change. We don't know. So we'll see what's going to happen in this episode. It seems like they're really hyping up, just based off the title, Wajima versus Ryumon. So I cannot wait. It will be so peak. I will be a little upset if they just kill off Wajima. I think she seems like a really cool character, so I hope they don't just kill her off at the end of this episode or next. So let's wait no more and let's get it. One of the things that's really underrated about this anime is the music. I think the background music that they play in these like intros are really good. And then even if you go back to episode 3 when we got introduced to Wajima for the first time and she's like rallying the common people, and like the song that was playing behind that was freaking epic too. I think that's just a small underrated thing. And then if we're moving into the anime here, the beginning of this anime is like so important to understand like where people are in what cities, the geography, kind of seeing, okay, Ryumon's here, Wajima's here, and then you can try to think through the like strategic aspects of it when they mention the cities and where people are located, because if you don't, then it's like I have no idea what they're talking about. So we have to really lock in for this intro. Yeah, they're both in Fuyuki, and Wajima is now going to probably march on to face Ryumon, who is in Fuyuki but just in a different city. Reihuko Castle. Yeah, he effed up here. Oh, yeah, and got bang banged. They even did the bang bang. It was almost on cue with my gun. So now, right, that army is going to march back down into Yamato and probably just like trap the Sei army. And that's the worst nightmare. And Wajima probably doesn't even know about the news, because how would anyone get down to tell her if they all were killed? So, killed, if kind of said it strange. Oh, this is going to be legendary. Oh, this is the dragon versus the tiger. And is Wajima the tiger and Ryumon is the dragon? Damn, that's a beautiful animation of this little like rural area of Japan that they're in right here. Like the trees and just the light shining through it, the birds chirping. Like, this is amazing. The arrows. Ah, Wajima. Dang, she looks good here. Snake. Is she shooting the arrow at the snake, and snakes, dragons kind of close to each other? And I like the Buddha is sitting on there as well, but I don't really know if that's actual Buddha, or I don't know much about Buddhism, but so she's probably imagining the snake as Ryumon, and she's gonna draw her arrow and be like, "Poosh," and that's gonna be Ryumon that she just killed. Damn. Oh, I was not expecting to go back to where her father's head got chopped off, and this was his head in a box that they delivered to him. And she has this whole image or information that it was Ryumon who did this, but to me, there's no way Ryumon would cut a head off of somebody and then send it back to say. Like, that just screams Taria, doesn't it? It screams Taria that Taria did this, and she has the wrong hatred for Ryumon. Like, Ryumon might have been the person that outthought her dad, but Taria is the one who delivered this message and her hatred. So that's why I really hope she doesn't die here, and I hope we come together and we just go stab up that Taria dude at the end. Damn, that was sick. Just this show is just sick, 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 sick. It's so good. Oh, that's the old fart? Well, duh, she's the tiger. I kind of forgot she has that, like, tattoo on her face. Damn, right through the mouth. That was the end of your life, you poor old snake. Oh, dong dong. Oh, dong dong. Oku Etsu. 11:30, 12 degrees Celsius. Say military camp. So they kind of religious country. Oh, this looks like Gru with his minions, especially since all of them are in yellow with like the hoods up, and she's high up there, and she goes, "Tonight we kill the dragon." Yeah, and all the minions go crazy, and they admire her too. Look at all of them. Like, oh, Wajima. Shh. Damn. Yes, ma'am. We'll be quiet now. It's that like fake, I can't tell if it's like a fake smile or like this fake kindness that she puts on, but it's like that split second where you see that smile and you're like, wow. So did this land used to belong to Sei? Sei strategist. Yasuke Hei Daichiki Hei brothers. The tears, she just gets everybody with these tears. It's just this fake. It's the only thing about her that I don't really like is she puts on these like fake shows in front of all these soldiers, but it works, I guess. And right, like we know that her goal isn't, oh, we have finally reclaimed this land for Sei, like this was ours. Like it might be 10% of her reason for going and doing this, but like 90% of it is just to have revenge on for her father, or to avenge her father. Oh, she definitely doesn't want to bend the knee to Yamato, that's for sure. And that's all because of her dad. Yeah, we steal the boon. That's totally what it is right here. Yeah! Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is sick though. Wajima 総帥。報告によると、龍門は福井到着後、軍事を説得し、福井軍すべての兵馬兵糧民を Just over 6,000. How many do they have? It's like diving naked into a midwinter sea, basically just saying you'll get hypothermia quick. It's just how long you will get hypothermia. It's just how long will you last before you go. Ah, so she did find out about the Kanazawa night raid. What is she gonna think about Nago, right? Because his last thoughts were as he got banged, he was going down, and he was like, "I wonder if Wajima will hate me." It was literally his last thoughts were his love of his life right here. What does she think of him? Oh, damn, she's shedding a tear for him. That really sucks. She doesn't hate you, Naga. She misses you, apparently. Damn, even that animation of like wiping the tear off, but it just wiped out that teeny portion. Why do her eyes, they kind of look like sakura petals are in her eyes? And say people were just massacring Yamato people as they went by and they can't even punish it because they want to keep morale up? That's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Oh, you're a Yamato? Slit your throat. It all goes down to Ryumon. Damn, that was kind of a banger of a line, though. Send to the heavens like the dragons should. But her anger is directed at the wrong person here. I swear it's not Ryumon. It has to be Taria. Advance down the Kuzuru River with 7 divisions, invading Sakai. Divided her forces into 2, 3 divisions sealing off the river bridges. Right? Interesting. Oh, so they're on their way back, right, from the Kanzawa night raid. And so now the Sei army, she had to split it up, right? So she split it up to stop this army from coming back down to pinch them in, and then she had the other army kind of go down into Ryumon's area. Yeah. The left general is smart, though. I'm sure he'll figure something out here. Yeah. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane by Wajima. How you're just letting the army just kill all these Yamato civilians, like people who are completely innocent and women and girls being raped. Like that's the whole standard that Misumi talked about at the beginning of one of his episodes when he became the auditor. And he talked about it. Right, you need to hold people accountable, and she's definitely not holding her people, say, accountable here with treating civilians differently than soldiers. Just Aura is just smoking his cigar here while everybody else is freaking out. And then Kaku's just, he's trying to think of a way out of this. He's just thinking.
大和の聖兵をお疑いになるか。決戦や決戦。いや、決戦はせえへん。ほな、なんで敵に堺を奪わせてまで全軍を霊北に集めはったんですか。
So is he gonna retreat even further back?
龍門辺境将軍、ご説明を。全軍を霊北に集めた理由は一つ。
What's this one reason? Aura, let the cigar out first. We're barricading ourselves. Yeah, barricading, right, is a strategy to buy time until reinforcements arrive. What are the reinforcements? Does he really think Tarya is going to come up here with his army? Or is Misumi and Sune going to come up with their army up into Fuyuki? I mean, that's what would be absolutely peak. Get Sune and Misumi up there. I would freaking love it. It won't be him. It will be Misumi.
各隊連携し、すべての民を城内に退避させよう。それが済んだら持ち場にて任に当たれ。
That has to be what his plan is here. Is right? They put all this trust into Misumi, and so now it's down to Misumi to come up with rallying all the rest of the General Borderlands troops coming up to support Fuyuki, the Yamato army in Fuyuki.
なんか意見がありそうやな。遠慮なく申してみよう。まあ遠慮なく。目下西軍の行動を見るに、やはり金沢野州は西軍にも想定外の返事と見てええでしょう。しかし我が軍も負傷した菅生宇宙城は戦線を離脱。加えて長峰左中将を率いる3万余りの軍勢は補給線を断たれ、孤立状態となりました。
Yep.
誰ど不幸中の幸いにも、彼が立案した農政改定案により、軍が兵糧不足に陥る心配はありません。
So we do not need to fear of shortage of provisions, which I don't quite understand because I guess what he's saying is they sent enough provisions to that 30,000 up there who are stranded in Sei, enough to get them through a certain amount of time, or is he talking about themselves who are going to hold down here because they're already in the Yamato land where they can still use the soldier farming technique in Yamato, but those soldiers that are in Sei, they're screwed? Yes, that she definitely is. And my guess is the longer they hunker down in Fuyuki and Sei can't get to Ryumon, the more and more frustrated Wajima is going to get over a long period of time. Like, she wants this to be quick and effortless to get Ryumon's head on a plate. Ah, the bet on that plan, Misumi. So that means they are on the move too. It's definitely Misumi. Chief Clerk Moriyama has made his decision. Ah, so this guy who was, I keep saying relegated, he was kind of kicked out of the General Borderlands, put on like a probation-ish, and so now he was once swayed by the enemy commander, right? And now we're going to bring him back in. And they sent an army with this guy, basically, to wherever he was stationed. Where that was, I cannot remember. But I don't know. I guess we're kind of going to get the explanation of Misumi here, what Misumi is supposed to do. And if he's supposed to go to this this General Borderlands person, gather them up with that army and take them to Fuyuki is the only thing I can really think of. Yeah. The rest we leave in the hands of that silver-tongued youth. That must be Misumi. Peace throughout the world. If he can grasp my intent. Oh, let's go. This will be sick. I can't wait for Misumi to take over this battle. Hold on. I gotta go. Dang. Kaku had this all planned out like a million steps ahead. He was already thinking ahead from 2 episodes ago before they even left to go out to say they were. Kaku was already thinking through this stuff. If they attack tonight, why's that? Oh, because they haven't evacuated the people into this castle to protect them? Tea basket and kimono. Ah, he's gonna go face Wajima head to head. Face Wajima. Damn, that's some aura right there. Them standing back to back. Now, do I get what's going on here? Absolutely not. I know that Ryumon looks like he's about to go out and face Wajima head on. Now, all this, like, victory is certain if this happens. No idea what they're talking about right there. So he's more well versed than anybody in the enemy ranks. Thus, you move without hesitation, and once you act, you are never cornered. So he's basically saying he feels so confident that he's going to go out there and face him head on. Understands the significance of terrain, timing, and weather in battle. Victory is certain. For the enemy? Or for us? Ah, so he was saying for the enemy, victory is certain if they know the terrain, battle, like strategy, techniques, all that stuff. But if they're dumb, just losing your left eye. Because has he already lost his right eye? You might not get away with just losing your left eye, because that's probably the biggest injury that he's had, is his left eye is gone. No regret going out to battle. What a bar of a line. Let's go back and listen to that freaking bar line. What we should truly fear is not death, but failing to live up to the life that we have been given. What a bar of a line. All of us really need to probably live by that more. And what I really think, if you want to translate it to us everyday normies who obviously aren't going out to war, all that stuff that kind of makes you nervous, or you're kind of on the edge about doing because you're kind of scared to do it, but in the back of your mind you know it's the right thing to do. Like, those are the types of things that you shouldn't be scared of it and be like, I don't really want to do that. That you should really jump into those things, because you know once you accomplish them that you have this like sense of accomplishment and gratitude for really going out there and doing those things and like living up to the life that we have been given. Because if you just don't do those things, and you're not giving your life the best shot. So it's a bar of a line. The admiration right there. I mean, I admire this guy too. He's like, you wait in that castle for when I deliver the good news to you that we fucking won this thing. The music again. The dramatic. Sick? The east wind is blowing. Please come back alive. The moon's not as good as Agents of the Four Seasons moon. That moon was freaking crazy.
任官によれば、大和軍は堀に水を引き、防壁を増強するばかりで、進軍の兆しは見えないとのこと。
Barricading themselves.
同情か。
that's why he's doing it, right? He's trying to rage bait her. He's literally just trying to rage bait her into like not thinking straight and want to be like, I want your head so bad that I'm willing to take dumb risks to go and do it because I want it done fast. Like this whole way of defeating you by just like starving you out for like months on months or however long it takes, like that strategy wouldn't work either. But if that was the case, like she would hate that if he just like starved himself in that castle without her ever getting like the satisfactory of like being there to cut his head off. Oh, these are his kids. Now that they kind of know that, they look alike. Yeah, and that's what Ryumon was scared of because I think he wants the civilians safe and protected within the castle. Urgent report. Nani? Nani? Ryumon has taken, and I think maybe this is just to buy time because you know that Wajima is just locked in on Ryumon. Urgent report. Nani? Alone? I didn't realize he meant alone. I thought he'd be taking an army with him or something. He's literally there alone. It's insane. What is this play here? Oh shit. He's just inviting her for tea. He got the kimono out and he's gonna just have a little tea party with Wajima here. Tea with your enemy before you go to battle. Legendary. Legendary. And they got the little light out. He's just chilling there. Because this is why Kaku was like, I hope you come back alive. Because he could just notch that arrow, right? Like the snake and make that freaking dragon ascend back to heaven and go whoop. And he would be a goner because he's just sitting there in his kimono with some piping hot green tea. They're like, why is our enemy bowing to us? And Ryumon does this so much of bowing to other people, and I don't know if it's for like that exact reason of like, oh, kind of lowers your guard of what he's bowing to us, like he honors us. All right, well then I guess I'll go hear what he has to say, and then he kind of twist you. That's like the only thing I can think of. I didn't realize he bowed back to him. Let's go back and see this. Oh, he did. He did a little head nod. He's Baka. Why are you bowing to him? Reflex. It probably is a reflex thing. It's just such aura. Like he's just making some green tea or tea, whatever tea it is, right? He's just making some tea. He's all chill. He's like, shit, I don't even care that there's a freaking army on my doorsteps. I'm just out here making tea in my kimono. What's that old geezer doing out there? It's freezing. That's why he's having some tea. Tea ceremony. He dumped the tea. Everyone's captivated by this tea ceremony going on of this is this mystique guy we've heard of and he's just having this tea ceremony. We thought he was this like killer, this like evil black-hearted guy. It's all that we've been taught. That's whisk purification, a step in tea ceremony, okay? That said, the soldier who said Ryumon had taken up position put it well. Yep. Yeah, he definitely is. Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Wait, don't rush. This is a trap set by Ryumon. Right? Everything is a trap. That's what I would think of this too if I was saying this is a trap. Now, I still want to figure out what this trap is, so I'm going to go into it and see what trap he's laid. 32 of the 36 stratagems. I probably need to study up on these 36 stratagems because I think it's fascinating. The empty fort. Yup. Right, so what you do here is your enemy comes here, say, and it's this like, well, this is obviously a trap, so let's retreat and kind of think through what his play is here, or like sit here and stall to try to think for a second of what his play is. So he's just trying to buy time for his civilians to get into the castle, stuff to get set up with the fortining of the castle.
どちらも有名な話とはいえ、真偽は定かではありません。身を隠せぬ橋の上、さらに対岸の見通しは悪い。もし仮に奴が伏兵を潜ませ、奇襲を目論んでいたとすると、一度足を踏み入れたが最後、壊滅的な打撃を被るでしょう。
But that's my thing too, is like, it very well could be, but I'm just so interested in it, even if it is a trap. I would still go into it. And if it is, like, I would just send Say soldiers down into the, like, water muck area under the bridge to make sure nobody's there, and then I'd go walk.
どちらかを確かめる術はありません。ただ一つ言えるのは、空上のケイトは窮地を逃れることを目的とした策がない時の捨て身の策だというこの龍門光秀であっても例外はないか
と。I wonder if he lost his eye to her father. Oh. So she's just going straight for the kill here. Right? This has to be the case. We're just going straight for the kill. Damn, really gonna go out like this? He's not even like flinching. He doesn't even care. It is green tea, I think. She was like so distracted by his tea ceremony that she like almost got a little startled there when the guy next to her started talking. Yeah, so what he's saying here is if you don't go handle it yourself, it could be a risk to other people within your army that you're timid and you don't want to handle this significant slaying of this dragon by yourself, and you'd rather leave it to some NPCs so that if it is a trap, you ain't taken out. Damn. I will send the dragon to the heavens. Clear the way. Damn, I really don't want Wajima to go out like this. I don't want Wajima to go out like this. And it's cool how they're doing the like blue lighting over Wajima and kind of the red like in the light of, I don't know if they're trying to play something here with like the light and the dark and pure and hatred and kind of, I don't know what they're trying to play out here, if they're trying to play with those things or not. Is he not going to say anything? He's just going to keep doing his tea ceremony? I'll expose what? What if he just like dodges this arrow? That'd be legendary. Or she'll just miss. Like she had all that practice, right? She was locked in for that snake, and now that the snake's in front of her, or the dragon's in front of her, is she gonna waver and miss her shot? Because she's so thrown off by this tea ceremony and like what his strategy is. It's very interesting. Or I think you kind of like, you demonize a person in your head so much, and then when they're right in front of you and they're doing something unexpected that isn't like the demonized version that you viewed them as, that it shakes you a little bit. And I wonder if it's shaking Wajima, like she's crying. Then you can apologize to Papa in the afterlife. Huh? Did he just set everything on fire? What the heck? What is going on? So he got shot in the shoulder with the arrow. So I think he's alright. That's not the heart. But why did everything get set on fire? And he's on fire. He's literally on fire. And this staring eye to eye, I don't quite understand. He's just like sacrificing himself right here? But I didn't think that's what was gonna happen. What is going on right now? What the heck is this animation? She's like scared of him. She's literally scared of him, like shaken to her core by this scene that's going on of just his eyes. Even with this army as massive before him, Ryumon's form is untouched by doubt. So she is shaken right now because she sees that Ryumon knows that, hey, Yamato, we ain't losing. Even with me dying right here, I'm not even shaken. I know what's going to happen. You're going to lose. And she is shaken to her core. And now there's doubt flooding all into her, where the opposite side has zero doubt. And they, on paper, should have all this advantage. She's just way in her own head right now. I don't know if it's just because she set this guy up on her pedestal, and then knowing that how great of a strategist he is, that and not seeing him shaken, have any doubt, like the confidence that he was radiating even as he was dying with the flames and the arrow through him is unreal. I thought there was going to be like a rain of arrows coming in or something. Was it just like he knew it was going to rain or something and put the fire out? And was he wearing something to protect himself? What? I just actually didn't think he was going to die like that. So he's going to live. He's gonna live. Fortune lies even in the leftover tea. He's calling himself a leftover. It's your turn. I don't think he's gonna die there. Is he gonna die? I have no idea. I'm yo-yoing back and forth here. You're telling me to leave Osaka. Yes, please get ready at once. Misumi Sune! He's shaking. He's shaking in his boots. Yes, Sune hopping into battle. It's going to be so legendary. I can't wait. He's going to get that guy that they banished. And so he's gonna, oh, nope, never mind. He's seeking an audience with the Emperor. Interesting. The puppet head Emperor, which is basically talking to Tarya. Yep, the tea ceremony. So this was the empty fort gambit, and it was literally just to get them to retreat and to buy them time, and it worked. And the only reason why it worked is because it literally shook Wajima to her core, the confidence that even if he were to die right here, that they would still win. And it freaking shook Wajima to her core. And like to the point of getting revenge for her father didn't even matter to her anymore. It just shook her more of like, oh shit, we are screwed. My whole army, myself, we're all gonna die, is what she thought after seeing Ryumon go down like that. And then he didn't even go down. Yeah, it was just a temporary reprieve. Kaku, is he dying? Is he sick? Is he dying as well? Oh, this is legendary, Misumi. Doubts about Wajima's command, all because of that one incident with Ryumon? They were that quick to turn around on her. All this, everyone idol worshipped her, and then just because of this one incident, they just all began to doubt her just like that. That seems a little crazy to me. Whoa, that was kind of sick. A good episode. I don't think it's been as good as the last couple, but it really boiled down to the Ryumon Wajima standoff on the bridge, and Ryumon being there basically getting engulfed by flames. Can you imagine the pain that he was going through there? Shot through the chest with an arrow, and he did not have any doubts or wasn't scrambling in pain or anything else. And that shook Wajima to her core that she now retreated. And it bought Yamato this well-needed time for Misumi to go talk to the Emperor about some sort of strategy that Kaku and Ryumon have thought together for them to win this battle. And now there's some doubts on the Sei side after this one incident of thinking, hey, they had Ryumon cornered and she retreated. She got shook. Maybe she isn't the right person to lead the Sei army. So now I'm kind of thinking, steps forward. Does Wajima get thrown out of the Sei leader position? And then does she team up with me? I keep coming back to it. Team up with Misumi, Sune, and Ryumon to like overthrow this like bad portion of Sei now, and then Tarya, and like unite Japan together. Can she throw away her past hatred of Ryumon and kind of some Yamato people to do that? I don't really know. They'd probably just kill her at the end of this, which it is what it is. She's just been a really good character, so I'm kind of thinking maybe they join forces and try to do something there. But I really love the show. It was a good episode. It definitely wasn't like the hype as what the last couple were, but I'm excited to get into the next couple battles where we finally get to see Sune and Misumi kind of back in the spotlight. So thank you all for watching to the very end. I appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the reaction, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.